So let's jump into GCAI. Uh, GCAI is AI for in-house counsel. Be the legal hero your teams need with great first drafts, counseling documents, and up-to-minute legal advice, and higher quality reviews. It's powered by GPT-4 and a 3-time general counsel's experience. Jump in, take over for everything that I have obviously not included.
Amazing, Matt. Thank you. I feel like this is like, like a celebrity thing where I get to see you and Brian banter, and it's just making me so happy and also want a martini. So thank you for that.
Nothing to say.
All right, amazing. So super excited to demo today. Our thing is that we are AI for in-house counsel, but we're finding that a lot of the HeyCounsel community ends up really liking our tool as well, because the thing is, let me just be super straight. I'm not going to be humble. We're the best. So we do a bunch of things in software. We basically take all the issues that ChatGPT or other legal AIs miss and basically fix those things, right? So a lot of you are probably pretty tech forward. The HeyCounsel community is sort of entrepreneurial folks. You're probably a smaller firm trying to figure out, how do I provide that same quality of service, the same depth, the same ability to research, but with fewer people. And the metaphor that I use is GCAI is a really smart intern who is trained in legal. And so all the things that I've done are things that in my career, like, we've built into the product. So, literally making you look good in front of clients. Who doesn't want that? Being able to research things quickly, being able to Frankenstein an agreement, not by doing what Matt Margolis tweets about, which is look for a template. Oh, wait, not that one. Look for a second template. Not that one either. So like that idea that you can actually create and draft, distill, research, review things quite quickly. That's the goal of the product. I know, Matt, it's amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the demo. The core thing I would say, the other thing that I would give you besides a demo is like, use the products, right? Like, we do a free trial because lawyers are smart. Like, if something's good or not. It doesn't take long. So like, get in there and try it, play around with it. We've got folks who, we had a user last week hit 258 chats in a week. Do the math, that's 50 a day. Everything they are doing, they are running through, right? Their ISO 27701 report, compliance stuff, random letters, like the variety of things that you do, particularly in a smaller firm, are super well suited to AI. So enough talking, let's start demoing. All right, so here we are in kind of the core home screen of the product. And the demo that I'm going to do is going to be hyper relevant because it is agreement you all agreed to in the last hour. You're gonna be like, what did I agree to? I didn't sign anything. Okay, you signed into Zoom. So when you sign into Zoom, guess what? You accept the Zoom terms of use. So let's take a look at the Zoom terms of use. All right, quick, drop in the chat. What is the indemnity in the Zoom terms of use? Heck if I know, right? So let's take a look. Zoom terms of use. All right. So if I ask you that question, Brian's trying it, right? Is he control Fing at his desk? All right, section 25. Okay, good job, Brian. But like, let's actually do a versus AI. All right, so we are considering licensing Zoom. Can you break down the indemnity provision in these terms for me? Okay, so what's going on here? It's a pretty normal chat. If you tried that in ChatGPT, ChatGPT would say ixnay on the internet search A. It would not do it because for security reasons, they don't actually visit the sites. So in the case of GCAI, you can already kind of like point and shoot it at internet resources. We built our own web crawler and it will go out and do that. So let's see. The indemnity provision, typically a section where one party agrees to the other. Okay, I want you to analyze Zooms. Which section is it? How friendly is it? So I'm going to actually Zoom's indemnity provision in this contract. All right, so I'm going to hit this button called Easy Prompt. And this is another thing, kind of meta, use AI to do AI. So it's actually going to take what I gave it, analyze an indemnity provision, and create this really beefy computer readable prompt. And it's going to really break down this indemnity provision. Let's see. Now, I'm going to let you in a little secret, a little confession. I never actually really liked doing commercial contract review when I was in-house. I did it, but it was not my favorite thing. So I'm so lucky that a lot of our users are really, really into this, and they tell me this is really good. I was definitely more the sort of product counsel, privacy, that kind of stuff. But let's see. So now we know. And so I don't know if Brian, the other thing about lawyers, besides being smart, they're competitive, which Brian knows. We set up a competitive demo day. But I would challenge you all that in the, less than 6 minutes that we've been here, I've got this super nice breakdown. The indemnification provision requires the customer to defend and indemnify Zoom and its affiliates against third-party claims arising from the customer's use of the services, breach of the agreement, infringement of rights, disputes within the users, or acts causing injury or property damages. It relates to use of the service or software, breach of the agreement. Customers required to indemnify Zoom. All right, so friendliness assessment. Hey, this clause is kind of standard, but it may be seen as less friendly to the customer due to the broad scope of indemnity, which includes any use of the services or any breach of the agreement, right? So you can imagine that Zoom in their enterprise terms might have something more friendly. So let me get back to them and say, hey, thank you. By the way, you should always say please and thank you to your AI. Thank me later when they don't kill you. But no, separately, the reason you should say please and thank you to AI is AI will mirror you, right? So we're giving you as the user really close access to the LLM while fixing some of the issues that other AIs have, right? The ability to internet search, et cetera. So can you give me 4 alternative indemnity provisions that are more friendly to the customer, which is my company? All right, forgive my atrocious typing. I do like to not have typos when I type with AI because it will, like I said, mirror you. So let's see. Let's come up with some alternative clauses. Now you might say, hey, Cecilia, I can use ChatGPT. I'm amazing. Well, I'm glad you can do that. But I would actually really encourage you to do it side by side and look at that discernment, because the main things that you're going to notice is higher rates of hallucination. So in this example, I just simply looked at indemnity alone. But if I looked at, let's say, 3 provisions at once, or if I did a more fulsome review, in that scenario, typically I find that more than 3 provisions, ChatGPT just begins to hallucinate. And there are technical reasons for that, which I can get into. But again, like trust but verify, or don't trust, verify, whatever, pick your metaphor. Like I would say my main encouragement from this demo is to use the product. And we do have a HeyCounsel discount. I can drop in the chat if you all want to actually literally log in the demo. And that's the thing. Other fun stuff we do, you can do internet research. You can do, we have a bunch of kind of set prompts that we provide in our library that you can look at. Some of them were actually contributed by members of the HeyCounsel community, which is really fun. So we've got this contract QA prompt, other kind of stuff. But I'm told I'm at time and I'm not going to be that gal. So let's go.
So, well, first, now I know we have questions, but I had a question. Was there a LinkedIn prompt in there? Did I just say like a LinkedIn review?
Yeah. You want to look at LinkedIn? We can. What was a link to the prompt?
I thought I think it was
oh yeah,
it might have just
sure.
been a prompt.
Yeah, I
think it was
I can give you the Zoom chat that we just did. If you all want to see it, I'll share it in the chat. So I'm going to share the chat.
That's awesome.
We have a bunch of collaboration features. So let me share the chat here, and you all can QA it and tell me, you people that know a lot more about indemnity than I do, or at least have more passion about it, can tell me if it would have beaten Brian in 4 minutes.
I love it. So here are some questions we got. Are the security reasons ChatGPT doesn't open URLs applicable to GCAI?
Yeah, so basically it's kind of the vectors of attack on ChatGPT are different. We have a controlled service with controlled endpoints. And so we've actually managed for that. We do have SOC 2 compliance and all that stuff. But a lot of it also is that we're a premium product, right? So we don't mind having a lot of context. So when we do a search, we use Google instead of Bing. And we can actually do like up to 25 searches at once. We're working on 50. But we can do up to 25 searches at once. So those of you who have used Perplexity, think of us as like a much better ChatGPT for legal plus Perplexity, plus a bunch of the sharing features and security and enterprise and confidentiality and all that stuff that you would need.
All right. someone has asked basically like a roadmap question. Are you open to working with law schools to provide in-class access?
I've been getting more of that question. And, we all remember the Lexis and Westlaw rep, at our school. And it was like, oh, good job. You're making like $1,000 a semester. Way to go. So I'm open to it. I do think that, new attorneys, particularly in law schools, my biggest advice is learn how to use AI. Like just do it, because you will immediately be an asset to your firm. Plus, there's documented research that attorneys who know how to use AI and are AI, at least knowledgeable, 30% higher salaries. So, I don't have to sell that too hard. So get in there and raise your salary, folks.
Response. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to shoot them over. Otherwise, that was awesome. I frantically now need to negotiate a cap with Zoom. If they were, to Laurel's point, if anyone ever responds my email.
I mean, try it, like in the, bigger the company you get, the more you can't get it if you don't ask, man.
And
That's true.
Cecilia, you said you were gonna drop was it a link for people to, oh, you already did it. Great.
Yeah. So I dropped that auth link. You can create an account. It'll be valid for 2 weeks. So try that. You'll get a drip campaign from me of like prompting tips and so on. I also teach a prompting class. Didn't demo that, but if you like me and Matt and Brian's humor, probably, let's just say the classes are a really technical deep dive on AI with that kind of humor. So try it. I'll drop a link to those too.
I love the transparency of the fact that you're just like, you're gonna get a drip campaign.
I'm going to market to you.
Go for it. Exactly. No, look, I mean, this is like, people say they like it. So I don't know. I won't feel bad. But if you reply, pro tip, it does actually literally go to me. So people are like, I love this. If Cecilia is out there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, here I am. I'm real. I had that feeling when I met Matt. I was like, you're real. And somebody asked me, they're like,
He's
oh my God,
real.
Matt Margolis is on Twitter with you. You met him live.
Your flattery will get you nowhere. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love the product, and thank you for your time.
All right. Hey, thank you both. And thanks, HeyCounsel community. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Awesome.